Hello everybody, we've got a battle between FLCL of Team Canada and Darkdevil of Team I don't even remember, which is really bad. But I'm up at 6 a.m. Because I have an interview for school in a couple hours and I am terrified of missing it. And that is why I have had the opportunity to catch this battle live. We see Mizuhime the Keldeo leading off and going for Hydro Pump, doing nothing to the assault as Tangrowth as Garchomp switches in fear. Both players looking to be running some pretty balanced teams. FLCL is running a bit more on the offensive side, I think, but they both got offensive and defensive capabilities. And we're going to see a knockoff here as Latias is Mega Latias. We saw the lack of leftovers from Tangrowth, meaning Assault Vest, along with the lack of damage done by Hydro Pump. So there was no fear of Stun Spore or Sleep Powder or Leech Seed or anything. So we see a Calm Mind, a Mega, and a Stored Power, and a Toxic. So Spadef Skarm is taking absolutely nothing from that, and it's a safe counter. I think it might have been a little early to set up there. Clefable comes in. This could be Refresh Latias, trying to force the issue. As it recovers, it can, it can refresh pretty easily here. As Clef, it might be unaware, we don't know, there's no rocks or sand up, so we don't know if he's taking damage or not from it. And Charizard comes in. I suppose that the Clefable expected to switch out, and now Stored Power is really going to hurt. Well, not really going to hurt, with 2 boosts in each set, but that Latias is getting worn the hell down, and there's Refresh. There's Wish, and even if that Clef is unaware, which Wish would indicate, and it is unaware, seeing as how much that Moonblast did to a Latias with 2 Calm Minds under its belt, then it does not ignore the Stored Power, base power, so it's really going to hurt. And FLCL decides, you know what, I'm going to save this sweep for later since it's looking so good. So goes to Pharaoh, which probably is his Rocks dude. I mean, we could be seeing a Rocks T-Tar, but I think it's more likely that he's Scarf. Oh, I see a switch right back to Latias. Now, I think this is Zard X because there is no Pursuiter, and Zard Y does not need a Pursuiter, but it would really prefer it. And it is Zard X, and he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, knowing that he can actually threaten the Latias out, because Mega Latias can just stay in and set up on Zard Y, but it's got to switch out of Zard X without a bunch of boosts up, and it burns the Tyranitar switch, fearing the Zard X. The DD from Zard X. So Kel double switches in on Garchomp, thwarting the rocks once again and going for Scald, which is a great move. I absolutely love it. Not getting the burn, and Tangrowth comes in uninhibited. Of course, he does have Clefable to shrug off the burn. He's going for some Sludge Bomb poisons. That is a move to hit Altaria, and it does a decent job of it. As FLCL goes for another Scald Burn, it's a 51% chance. Predicted right, but didn't pay off, and Latias comes in on Giga Drain. Recovering as Clefable comes in. Moonblast, Ferrothorn. Are we going to see the hazards go up finally? Maybe he's really scared of Zardex. Clefable switch, it came in, spikes go up, so we're assuming Rocks Lando T. I forgot to take that into account. Wisp DD Zardex is a thing, it's rare, but it is a thing. So Tyranitar comes in, he really doesn't want that Lando burn. He doesn't have a Heal Veller on his team. And Keldeo comes back in. FLCL, really got this aggressive switch pattern down. Now Skarm is probably special defensive, as that's the thing nowadays, but it still doesn't want to take Hydro Pumps and Scalds. The third Scald on Tangrowth, still no burn, and Keldeo's starting to get worn down. But Latias is coming in again on another Giga Drain, and Tangrowth staying healthy with Regenerator. So, are we going to see a double switch from FLCL? No, we're not. Tangrowth switched first. Clef came in, and it is unaware as it took the spikes damage. So, man, these guys are playing fast. Stored Power does a decent chunk, 28. That unaware means that the special attack drop, well actually no, it would be ignored, yes, but all it factors into is Stored Power base power. So in comes Rotom, and this is why I don't like unaware Clef. Rotom can actually annoy it with Will-O-Wisp. It does have Heal Bell and such, but it would prefer not to waste though. He could also take advantage of this and just Volt Switch. He does. Zard coming in expecting the Will-O-Wisp. Landers comes in. Are we going to finally see rocks? Of course we could see another U-turn on the Skarm. No, he goes to Chomp trying to get his own rocks up, and we do see U-turn. He didn't want to give the Skarm a free defog, ridding him of his spikes. Helmet kicks in, and Keldeo's back in. So are we going to see another Scald, the fourth trying to burn the Tangrowth? Are we going to see an Icy Wind or an HP Ice, trying to kill the Chomp, trying to get greedy with rocks, since FLCL does not have a hazard remover? No, we see another Scald and Coon, With its massive defense and resist to water, it is a good Keldeo switch in situations like these when it's obviously choice. And he goes for a burn, and this is how cruel Scald is. 4 of FLCL's don't, and the first from Suicune does. You see Leech Seed as the now crippled Ferrothorn decides, alright, I'm going to try to fuck with him this way, and Skarm's going to get that defog off. I would assume he has defog because his Clefable, yep, it is vulnerable to hazards, and he has a Charizard. And a really grounded team in general. So Rotom comes in, going back to Keldeo, expecting the Garchomp switch. Nice try on FLCL's end, but he switches right back out to Latias. Latias is going to be the game winner here, I'm thinking. Gets poisoned, which means he has to waste a refresh, but Clefable isn't really devastating his team. But with Burn Ferrothorn, it is kind of a pain in the ass. However, he does have the option of Rotom to threaten burns and Volt Switch and keep momentum. So this is more than anyone's game. I'm loving this. So, Volt Switch out of Zard. Are we going to see Lando come back in? We are. We're going to see Rocks go up now. He doesn't mind getting defogged on as badly since he doesn't have a spike to, get wasted. And in the long run, Stealth Rock does have more PP than defog. So, you turning out right into Keldeo, is he going to Scald again, hoping for a burn? Because Suicune can take those all day. Is he burning? He's not burning. That's 5. Ouch. He gets a crit, but that's not doing much with 10 Gross Regenerator and Giga Drain healing. Latias comes in, probably going to recover right up. And even if he did get that burn, then Clefable, when it comes in, it is going to get a chance to heal, though. So, in comes Suicune. I'm not sure, isn't this just a free Calm Mind for Latias if he would win eventually? No, he realizes, hey, I want to go to Clefable. And Latias, as long as it avoids a crit, then he can probably just set the hell up. Maybe he doesn't have Whirlwind on Skarm. I don't really like Whirlwind-less Skarm. It just, I'm just not a fan. For situations like this, of course, the Clefable really is peppering it with Moonblasts, and there's a lot of PP, and Latias does not have infinite recovers. And a crit will really, really screw him. Ooh, wow, he needs 2 in a row, I suppose. He's going to be running out of recovers relatively soon, though, as the Moonblasts keep coming. Another special attack drop, cutting into Stored Power's base power. I'm not sure if this is the wisest course of action. I think I would go to Landorus and try to get a Brox, and just try to outlast the defog PP as Charizard keeps getting worn down, and Landorus comes back in. I think Rocks are good here because he wasted defog already. Rocks is more PP. Pressure him with it. You see another U-turn, and Darkdevil makes a nice prediction, seeing as FLCL's been trying to U-turn out of the Skarm and chips a little more with Garchomp, although Keldeo comes back in, but I think he's got to make the double switch out. To what exactly? Not sure. Latias on Tangrowth, because it also beats Suicune? Maybe, but we don't see it. We see another Scald. We see the 6th Scald, still not burning. I love this move. So, a Sludge Bomb poison here would mean the end of Latias, so FLCL is kind of in a tough position. We can go to Ferrothorn. He does go to Ferrothorn. HP Fire! Never mind, that's Ice. He was trying to kill the Latias that way. So, good thoughts on both ends. So, he can potentially start gaining some momentum with spikes. I would be an advocate of that, I think. And also, if he continues to Volt Switch out of Zardex, then he can eventually, especially with that spike down, he can pin it down with Tyranitar and get it out of the way. However, he can't actually switch into this HPA spamming Tangrowth right now, and Darkdevil realizes that, so he might be getting those spikes, but it's going to come at a cost. Something's probably going down. Well, FLCL is probably taking a sec to calc to see if that HPX actually does kill Latias from 27. So Mega Latias has, its SPDF is kind of absurd. I guess it doesn't because he's going to, it doesn't. He hangs on with 8. And the recover spam. Now, those recovers, I guess he doesn't want to really mess with it, but now he's kind of in business. He can go to Pharaoh and launch off a Leech Seed. Or a Rotom. Rotom's also a great play. He barely hangs on with Moonblast, the special attack drop that Clefable actually doesn't matter because I'm unaware. He gets a Pain Split off here, which is nice. And Zard coming in. Of course, he could Volt Switch and pin it down with T-Tar? Nope. I would expect a switch to Tyranitar here, since it is really useless this game. Tyranitar does absolutely nothing. He takes the Volt Switch route, seeing as if it kills Rotom, then, it'll be in Tar range. I'm not sure about Keldeo. I'm not sure if that's Specs or Scarf, because if we look at the earlier Hydro Pump, then it did 26 to Tangrowth, and something tells me that might be Scarf damage. But then again, Zardex doesn't really want to stay in. Anyway, another Scald. I think this is number 7. There's the burn. So FLCL's luck, finally turned around. Pharaoh can come in here pretty safely. I don't think Darkdevil's going to want to go to Scarm in the face of that. Sludge Bomb, another Poison, another status effect, 30%, but Latias can just refresh this one off as Clef comes back in. And this is going to, I think, a refresh on a Moonblast, perhaps a Heal Bell, actually. No, he goes right to Ferrothorn. No Moonblast, perhaps it's Unaware Calm Mind, which I really don't like, because no way to get rid of status even on Clef. It's just, I'm not, oh, there's Heal Bell. We're going to see a Leech Seed, we are. Pharaoh keeping it itself alive by the skin of its teeth. I think we're going to see a switch from FLCL here. He's going to want to keep some momentum up. As we're going to see probably a Scarf. I think Rotom is a great play here. No, I guess not, because Tangrowth. Oh, Tyranitar. Well, he chipped a little more damage on the Tangrowth. That's cool. As I guess Darkdevil wanted to continue to force the issue with the fact that FLCL doesn't really want to switch into it, and he wanted to cut off Ferrothorn's Leech Seed recovery so it would die. Nice thinking there. I think we're going to see a refresh on FLCL's end here. And I don't, because he wants to preserve his recovers, not use them if he doesn't have to. And the Tangrowth wants to stay in and get chipped more by the sand. He does have Regenerator, but those spikes are up. I'm wondering why he doesn't go to Scarm. I mean, it does have Toxic, and FLCL doesn't have Infinite Roosts, and he can defog the spike, but Clef is fine too, I suppose. There's Refresh. Now, are we going to see a Rotom? I would think so, because it is above Moonblast range. It is at 31%. Well, maybe not with Sand up. Oh, he goes to Tyranitar on the Wish. I guess this prevents him from healing up Zard, but he gets a free switch to Garchomp. And FLCL is really only in this game. Oh, trying to Fire Blast, catch the Scarm. FLCL is only in this game, I think, because Darkdevil hasn't gotten rocks up, and Garchomp just is begging to come in right now. Oh, Tyranitar is Stealth Rock. Very nice. That could be Scarf Lando. I did not consider that. It could also be Earth Plater of some sort. Here comes Garchomp now. Are we going to see a switch on FLCL's end? We see Lando come in. The Wish to Chomp, and it's not going to deny the rocks, but Lando's going to chunk it real hard. And if he does want to set up rocks, then that means, ooh, there's Dragon Tail on the predicted Scarm. If he wants to set up rocks, then it means he's going to defog them away when Scarm comes back in. So the Dragon Tail doesn't do much thanks to Landorus' Intimidate. So FLCL's predict, it didn't really screw him, but he would have preferred not to take that. He was expecting Chomp to come in. Are we going to see it again? Oh, we see rocks. Now that's a better, safer move on FLCL's end, since Rotom is bulkier and it doesn't mind the Dragon Tail as much. It would be weird if he tried it again. The Toxic on Chomp, the Hydro Pump. Now Chomp can stand and go for another Dragon Tail, which really, really sucks. Perhaps he's going to go to Pharaoh to force Iron Barbs or whatever. Goes to Tangrowth, knowing there's absolutely no chance we're going to see a Volt Switch. And he gets him on Hydro Pump, so that's great for him. And he doesn't really have the great switch in, since Latias is running low on recovers, but Rotom's gritty. He's excellent at staying alive. Oh man, if that HP Ice, that's going to... Oh, wow, that's close. Wow. Just barely hanging on. It's a real gritty battle, as Clefable comes in getting ransacked by the rocks and spikes. And now, what are we going to see here? Ferrothorn. Clefable itself, Unaware doesn't have a penchant for having the longevity that its Magic Guard counterpart has, but with the Poisoned Rotom, Poison and Weaken, and the Burned Weaken Ferrothorn, he just might. So, we see a double 2 Rotom on Scarm. That also would have been cool against Clef on the Protect, or Wish, excuse me. So FLCL is not out of it yet. But Garchomp is a great switch here. We're going to see Pain Split staying alive just bit by bit. And I have just been informed that Darkdevil is on Team Italy. So, pivoting, Tangrowth, Hydro Pump, miss. Rotom just barely sticking around, and now it's dead to rocks. So unless he can force Darkdevil to defog, then this Rotom's dead on its next switch in, and he decides to sacrifice it to get a burn on it and force Clef to you know, heal Bell again. Here's Landorus, and he can U-turn here because Garchomp is, well, it's not dead to rocks and spikes, but if it, I think it barely survives, and if it does take that U-turn, it will die. And then if Darkdevil defogs, then he will no longer have a Rock Setter. So, switch. I guess he was, oh, that's nice. Darkdevil thinking, hey, he's not going to U-turn and kill himself, pretty much. So I'm going to go to Kuhn to take that U-turn, even if he does go for it, and he gets Keld and gets to rest up. Of course, this does give Latias a free switch, and I'm not sure how many recovers Latias is on, but he's not going to waste one here. He goes right back to Landorus as Clefable comes in. So, is this Earth Plate Lando? Oh, we see Protect. Oh, it's Knockoff. I can't imagine he would have gone for that knockoff. Oh, I guess even if he was, what's it called? Keldeo coming in on Skarm, I guess he really didn't want to lose that, those leftovers, or he was also suspecting the Earth Plate. But very nice move on FLCL's end. However, Kuhn is really, really strong against, what's it called? Skarm, but Hydro Pump, oh man, if these Hydro Pumps hit, then something's going down. Calm Mind, oh man, he's still got one more turn of sleep. He might be able to live that Hydro, and it missed! Oh man, I know that's 2 out of 3 and all, but that is unfortunate. Oh, that sucks. That was really, really well played. And we see the Scald fired off. Are we going to see the burn? We're seeing the burn. Oh man, I love Scald. Keep this move in the metagame, please. And I don't think FLCL is coming back from this one. That was really pivotal. I guess he gets the recover off, and now he can refresh. But if there's another burn, then he's in trouble. We're seeing the refresh here, I'm almost certain. As Clef comes in, there's refresh. So, what's switching into Moonblast, though? That's the big cue. So, man, he was big trouble. He goes to Tyranitar, you know, dying, so he, Skarm can't get the defog off, and I guess he's Sand, so Clefable still getting back to full after Wish Protect, so. Down goes Tyranitar. What's coming in now? Lando. It's dying unless shit gets defogged. Garchomp, the sack. Barely hanging on. Knockoff. Down goes Lando as well. Are we gonna see Keld? Once Sand runs out, maybe Keld can go Hydro Pump Hero mode? I'm not sure. Tangrowth is 43, but that's before Regenerator. So, Latias switches out. I'm not sure. Yeah, Pharaoh goes down. Keldeo, I guess, comes in, and yeah, this game's going to go to Darkdevil. So, that was an unfortunate turn of events, but that was very, very well played on both sides. I very much enjoyed that game. And suddenly, being up at 6 a.m. for Pokemon doesn't seem so ludicrous after all when you see a game of this value. Oh, we're seeing the Scald spam, but Fable, he's like, nah, I'm not standing out of this. Could Latias possibly pull a comeback? Oh, there's no way. I would love for it to happen, but I'm just not sure. He has to recover here, so in comes Fable. And, I mean, he doesn't have that many recovers. Let me control F real quick. He has used... Oh, he's used 14 recovers. So he's got 2 left. And... yeah, he's not getting out of this one. So, great game to both, though. That was fucking awesome. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I got a new mic, you might have noticed. I got it just for this school interview, actually. Although I've needed one for this as well. So, yeah, I will catch you guys later.